Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Ferrari 360 with the Capristo Stage 3 exhaust. Okay, well, wow. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I really hope you enjoy it. And if you like this kind of content with my Ferrari 360 and my AMG C63, it'd be great to have you as a subscriber. Anyway, in this episode, yes, I've done it. I've put the Capristo Stage 3 back on the Ferrari. I actually quite liked the stock exhaust because it was so usable, but there was something just a bit bland about it. It didn't feel like you were driving a supercar when you had that stock exhaust on, whereas this, there's no doubt you're driving a supercar, and everybody else knows it too. Oh dear. Okay, we're back in the 360 with the Capristo exhaust. One of the things I never really liked about the stock exhaust was that you never felt like you were driving something special. It sounded a bit boring, to be honest. It was very practical, it was very usable, and I feel this car has to be something that is special to drive when you drive it, because you don't drive it all the time. So I felt the stock exhaust, while it was very practical and very usable, was just not exciting enough, not special enough. This still doesn't necessarily have to be permanent. I'm just experimenting with it again. This certainly feels more like a special occasion when you drive this car, whereas it was a bit mundane with the stock exhaust. It was certainly more usable. And anyway, just to explain why I've done this. So when I first had the car, I was parking it in a neighbour's garage because I didn't have space in my own garage. It was not that I didn't have the space, it was that I couldn't get the car over the ridge in the crest of the driveway. And it's only since really I've had the suspension raised up a bit back to stock that I've been able to get it out of my garage, get it into and out of my garage. So now it's in my own garage. I'm not so fussed about disturbing the neighbours because they're at least my neighbours. It's not quite so embarrassing, and also the car park is underground, as you've seen. So it's like I'm just, you know, it's quite well insulated down there from the flats above. But that said, it is insanely loud. I'd forgotten quite how loud it was. Certainly when it starts as a cold start, it's bonkers. You know, once it's settled down, it's not too bad. It's not just the volume though, it's more about the sound quality, the tone quality. You know, the tone quality of the stock exhaust was a bit, I don't know, farty. It was a bit sort of raspberry-ish, whereas this is much more aggressive and obviously at the higher rev ranges it's got that kind of F1 scream to it. At normal revs it's actually not too bad, it's just got a nice sound to it. I've got my GoPro set up on the window there to see if I get any reacts from people. Yep, there you go. I mean, this exhaust is also a lot lighter and does allow a more free flow exhaust gas, so it probably gets a few extra horsepower out of the car, which is something, I guess. It's a psychological thing as well. You know, you need to have a certain amount of self-confidence to drive a car that makes this much noise. That is great, isn't it? When you get it up in the rev range, it really does sing. And that's what they're supposed to, these Ferrari engines. I know I'm going back on what I said. I know I'm going back on what I said in my previous video about the stock exhaust being not so bad. It's not, it's pretty good, but you know, if you were driving it every day, yes, but I'm not driving it every day. It's a special occasion car, and I just think it should be a little bit more like a special occasion, you know. So here she is, looking beautiful as always in the sun. From the side, the exhaust is really not that offensive. I mean, it sounds good, but it's not like really offensive, which is good. It's really quite loud. It's quite bearable here, as you can hear. It's not too bad. From the front, it's just got this lovely roar to it, this like deep kind of V8 rumble to it. But it's when you get round the back, when you get round the back, it is really loud. It's really loud, but it sounds good, so I think we're going to stick with it. So here's the Capristo Stage 3 exhaust installed back in the 360 again. I've given it a bit of a polish, so it looks quite nice. It takes up a lot less space in the back of the engine bay than the stock exhaust, which comes all the way, the silencer comes all the way out to here. And to here, it's a very big and heavy old thing. The valves are no longer used, obviously, as it's there's no valves on this system. And I prefer the exhaust tips as well. They're a little bit bigger. They fill the rear of the car a little bit more, makes it look a little bit more aggressive. So anyway, that's just about it for this video. Really just a quick introduction back to the Capristo Stage 3 exhaust. Let me know in the comments whether you think this is a good idea or not. I'm kind of yo-yoing backwards and forwards between thinking this is a great idea and maybe not. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. I really love the way that this sounds. It's not kind of raucous, but it just has a rich, kind of creamy note to it, which is just, it's really good. When it's on song, it's really good. Could I live with it as a daily driver? Probably not. I think it would be too much. But as I say, this is a special occasion car. It's got to feel like a Ferrari when you drive it. And that was something that was really missing on the stock exhaust. And certainly when you drive this, you feel like you're driving a Ferrari. Anyway, I'd be interested to know what your views are on this. Let me know in the comments. Always try and read them, respond to them if I can. So it'd be much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to do all the usual stuff. Smash that like. Be great to have you as a subscriber, and please hit that notification bell. It's the best thing you can do to help the channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.